What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to episode 8-9 of our Sporting Lisbon edition of the FM19 Journeyman save, where today it's a different video. You can see on the screen, it looks like it's a video in the background, right? You can see my cursor here. You can see the date in which I recorded it. There's a reason for that. Basically, yesterday I was playing Apex Legends and I muted my microphone because I didn't want my team hearing me. I could have put on push to talk, I know, but I was like, oh, you know what, the mute button's just up there. I could turn it on tomorrow before recording. Now, I got up this morning. I was up till like 2 a.m. playing Apex Legends. I got up at 9 a.m. today to record a batch of videos on Saturday. It's currently Saturday right now, and I recorded this episode and forgot to unmute my mic, didn't I? So I've got all the footage. My webcam is under. Let me just move this for you. As you can see, my webcam is underneath me. I'm in the same clothes, but unfortunately, unfortunately, I've just messed it up, basically, and yeah, messed up the recording. There's no sound, but this footage is pretty good because, as you can see on screen, we sit 4 points behind Porto with a game in hand, which means we can close it to 1 point gap. Now, this means, this is a very action-packed episode. I'm just going to press play because underneath me, I'm literally just yapping about the intro to the episode. Pretty much what I'm doing now. We are 4 points behind Porto, 1 point if we win our game today against Belenenses. Since we last met, this is what I'm saying right now, was a 3-2 against Madeira. Of course, you guys would have seen that game. We then went away to Firenze. If I click on it, am I going to click on it? Let's find out. I do, there we go. And we was 4-0 up in that game. Unfortunately, they got two, not late goals, but they got 2 goals after we were 4-0 up, so we didn't keep a clean sheet. So that's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, I was going to say, at this point I'm saying, we're leaking a lot of goals, 2-2s, 3-2s, 4-2s, a lot of, defensively we were very strong at the beginning, but now we were obviously leaking a lot of goals. And then the next game was a 3-3 against Porto, which in essence would have decided the title probably already if they'd won, but they went 3-0 up. You can see over there, Pedro Vieira got a hat-trick, 5th, 20th and 21st. We were 3-0 down, so we was not looking good. I went to cautious, which is essentially counter-attack, and we managed to grab 3 goals back, and at the end of the game, we're looking the better side. Unfortunate not to grab a 4th, but when you're 3-0 down, you can only expect so much from the game. Like I said, let's look at the league in more detail. 4 points is the gap. Of course, we can close that down to 1. And then on the final day, we just have to hope we get a better result than they do. Pretty much guaranteed ourselves Champions League. At least, we have guaranteed Champions League, but if we finish top 2, we go straight to the group stage, which is important. Of course, we bottled all the other leagues, but all the other cups. Sorry, like I said, I was up till 2 a.m. playing Apex Legends. Fucking love that game. But as a result, I'm just pretty tired. It's like 9:30 in the morning right now on a Saturday morning, so yeah, pretty tired. We skip ahead to this Belenenses game, and like I said, this is a pretty action-packed episode. It all kicks off, and I couldn't really not bring you the episode. I couldn't just start next season and be like, oh, where's this footage gone? I have the footage files. Unfortunately, I can't get rid of this little the task menu at the bottom. I don't know if it's showing up here, down here. I can't get rid of like Chrome, documents, all that stuff, just because I can't like full screen this any more than it is. I mean, I could drag the video technically, I suppose. I could resize it so that the video, I don't know how well this is going to work actually. Well, let's have a go here. No, I can't. Oh no, because it's picking up this whole screen. So I've in essence just messed that up, haven't I? Yeah, I'm an idiot. Right, yeah, in essence, I messed it up. But we're the favourites today. We're higher in the league and we got better form. And Belenenses have only won once in this matchup before. Of course, I'm going to run you through the lineups when they are side by side. Don't know if I can do it in pace with myself, but you will be able to definitely see them on screen. And like I said, today we've got to get the result we need. So for them, it's Koval in goal, Moreira, Kiki, Nabrega, Digal, Paz, Azevedo, Cunha, and G, Balde, and Gutier. For us, it's Volpe, Ortega, Maras, Aidu, Aranburu, Valverde, Sergio, Bahia, Bras, Tavares, and Tomas. I'm actually clearly faster than myself, apparently. You can't see me actually under there. I just realised you can't even see me underneath the camera, so you don't even know what I'm doing under there. But we kick off the game. They're in the all blue. We are in the green and white. And like I said, I couldn't just bring you next season, but hey, we lost the title. Hey, we won the title. Hey, this is how the title race went down. So I had to bring you the footage some way. One way or another, I had to get the footage out there. And this is just the method that I'm going by, really. We have an early header, but their keeper does well to keep that out. Updates. I'm checking on the updates. Porto don't play today, actually, of course, because they've already played. So basically, we know what we have to do. We have to grab a win and grab the result we need to basically, keep up the pressure. Lovely tackle there. Tavares can thread it through to Brass, whips it across. And of course, I already know what happens, right? So I'm going to try and commentate this like I don't. I'm going to try to have my emotions, my sadness, my happiness, my everything. I'm going to try and just make it feel natural. Ortega whips in a lovely ball. Kiki heads away. Tomas, lovely finish. Look at that. Lovely finish from Federico Tomas. Gets his 12th of the season. And I wonder if I can get rid of, like, the stuff on screen. I think I made it worse, haven't I? No, okay, that's gone away. Okay, I can't get rid of the, in the top right, of course, the minimize and close button. But, yeah, I'll try sort that out some way or another. There you can see we closed the gap down to 1 point with this we're currently winning. Of course, we got the goal inside 5 minutes, which is proper key just to kick off and really take the game by its horns. We closed it down to 1 point with 1 game left to go. Now I don't know who they play at this point. I haven't checked. I don't know. I'm just focusing on us. Just know that we have to do the job. We have to do a job, and we better do it. Whip it across to Tomas, who's there. Toe pokes it. What a save that is, by the way, by Koval, their goalkeeper. Lovely, lovely save. But at this point, I'm still pretty nervous because we've seen in the past we do concede a lot of goals. So we whip in a ball. Tomas goes close again, but we're just not finding the net. I'm getting super nervous at this point because I don't know why I keep checking the updates thinking that the Porto game is going to change or something, but I keep forgetting that we're the only ones playing today. So you're going to see me click updates over and over again. It's just force of habit. Usually I manage in like the Premier League and the Spanish La Liga where they often play it all on the same day. So often the teams are going up and down, but for some reason in like France, Portugal, it doesn't really happen that often. You often play games sort of by yourself. Brass whips in a lovely ball. Kiki heads away. And we have a VAR decision. Doesn't look like a penalty to me. I don't think it's a penalty, so I don't really expect anything here. Look at the sea of blue from the Belenenses fans, though. That would look really intimidating if I was a Sporting player. Get the VAR decision, and it's actually a penalty. I was really surprised at that. I don't think that's a penalty, but Marcus Bahia is going to step up, and hopefully we can double our lead. Can we do it? Yes, we do. 2-0 up, and I feel a bit more confident now. As you said, I'm always an advocate for getting 2-goal cushions. I never like to sit on a 1-goal lead or park the bus after that. I never really park the bus at all, actually. If we're winning and dominating, I'm there to just see it out and get a fantastic performance. As you can see here, we've had 9 shots, 9 on target. They've had 1 shot, 1 on target. So we're really just squishing them out, squeezing them out, suffocating them. Half time, we're 2-0 up. As I said, look, 10 shots now, 9 on target. So unfortunately, we have missed 1, but we're looking good. Match stats, there they are again. I have a quick look there, and we're looking in control. We're looking comfortable. I'm pretty happy. Bahia whips in a lovely ball, but they head it away. Only as far as Valverde, though, who's been very solid in that register role. Ortega, Aidu, Moras, Valverde, Bahia. Now, looking at this side, I don't really know where I'm going to strengthen it next year because I quite like all the players we have. I definitely do probably need to make some signings. Tomas whips it in. Maybe a winger, I guess. Tomas isn't the best. I guess a winger is probably the priority. Or I guess the position that will action pack, which will have the most action, I guess. I don't know. But Tomas does get another goal today. Lovely finish. Look at that lovely cushion finish. I was actually really impressed with that finish. I keep clicking here. I am clicking the updates. As you can see, we're 3-0 up. Goal difference is getting helped out, but at this point it's too late because Sporting have beaten us 3-1, and then we drew 3-3. So head-to-head, we're definitely behind them anyway. I'll probably just put my phone on silent. Kiki now on the left-hand side whips it back to Maria. And at this point, I'm kind of hoping we can just keep a clean sheet. Just for morale purposes, I suppose. Just get the defence in nice and strong. But we all know we have a leaky defence, so I'm not too keen on that happening. I'm not too faithful in that happening. I don't know. My brain is mashed, mate. Too much Apex Legends. But Brass, lovely work from him. Whips in a lovely ball. Tavares is there, collects it down, and unfortunately can't beat the goalkeeper. Apologies for the skipping of frames. I'm trying to stop that happening the best I can. But of course, this is just how the footage looks. So it's a real shame. I really don't want to do videos like this and post commentary. As Koval makes a lovely save again. And yeah, we're looking pretty comfortable, like I said. Tavares now, it's just all us. We're just suffocating on the edge of the box. A silly tackle from Rui Moreira. Should never have done that. Never have done that. Gets sent off for his troubles, and they have to bring off Ng for another fullback. They don't want us to just run rampant. We're already dominating them. They've had one shot in the whole game, 65 minutes. Imagine watching your team play for over an hour and seeing them have one shot. You don't really want to see that. We're suffocating them. We're pinning them down. They're just frustrated, apprehensive, anxious. You can see it all there in body language. We're just toying with them, really, at this point. We're not even... It's like a training session, really. Nothing super crazy, nothing super technical. But we're getting the job done at the end of the day. Here I go, clicking updates. Having a quick gander. My oh my. But the good thing about this is I'm pretty sure this secures us into the group stage of the Champions League next year. 6 points ahead of Benfica with 1 to go. Actually, it does. Definitely does. I don't know why I'm saying maybe. Which means we're definitely in the group stage, which is good. Because our expectation this year for the Champions League was reach the group stage. I imagine next year it will be fairly similar. I don't think the board will expect too much from us. If anything, it will maybe go up to first knockout round, which we're only going to... Even if we do go out in the group stage, we're only going to fail minimally. Of course, the group stage is only one round before that. So that's all good news for me. Means I'm going to meet my targets. I'm not in any danger of getting sacked, really. And there is the full-time whistle. Belenenses says 0, Sporting Lisbon 3. We do keep a clean sheet. I said I wanted to. We managed to do just that. And yeah, I'm pretty chuffed. As I said, goes down to the final game of the season. We're 1 point behind Porto. I still don't know who they're playing at this point. I still didn't check. Still didn't check. And I'm pretty nervous. I'm not going to lie at this point. I'm pretty nervous. At this point, I've paused the video because I'm skipping ahead to the Setúbal game. I'm going to do the same now just because I don't have anything dodgy on my computer, but I don't want to be like showing a transition of me like opening documents and opening videos and trying to find it. I'm going to make sure that when I come back, I'm on the correct video. We're doing the job so far, second in the Portuguese Premier League. It's still all to play for in the final game. So let me go ahead and find the Setúbal footage, and I'll catch you guys then. Right, I've found the clip. For some reason, on this clip, I had to move my webcam again in Streamlabs down to the bottom right even further. So you might see that in the video that my webcam goes from like here to here, or whatever the jump is from here to like over here. I just had to do it to make sure it lined up. I found the second game, I believe. Yeah, there we go. At this point, I'm just saying the pressure's on. The pressure is on me. In a weird way, it's not. It is, but it isn't. Because obviously it's out of my hands. I am firm favourites for the clash, as you can see there. I'm favourites to beat Setúbal. At this point, I'm just rambling that I saw that Real Sociedad won the Spanish Cup, which is pretty impressive for me because they are one of the weaker teams in Spain, but I've seen in Europe and stuff like that they've been performing pretty well. You see here, they're 7th in the league, so they're pretty far away. And it's pretty cheeky of me, but I guess in essence, I'm kind of eyeing up my next move. I scroll down here to see if Real Sociedad have a legacy. They don't really have one. I guess I mean, they did win 2 back-to-backs. That's maybe an argument for it, but not really. It's always really been Real Madrid, Barcelona, primarily. I know other teams have won the La Liga, but as far as legacies go, it is the top 2. And even if I went to Spain, it would probably be... If I went to one of the lesser sides, it would probably be the end of the series because I'd be stuck there forever. I'm saying the pressure's on because the under-23s, as you see here, have won their league. They've won the league title, champions, quite convincingly as well. What's that, 16 points clear, something like that? They've won it quite a few years in a row. And yeah, obviously I've only been here 1 year, so it's only 1 league title under my managerial campaign. But I'm looking at the stats here, I'm like, wow, when I see 34 goals, 27 goals, 17 goals, all these high average ratings, I'm like, we must have superstars. And they're just average Joes, but they're using this tactic and it's just taken all the under-19s by storm. They can't really handle it. 33 goals with 2 conceded, as you saw there. Yes, so the under-23s won the league. The under-19s also won their league. So, literally, they haven't won it in a few years, as you see over there. So it's all to play for, really. Like, if we'll be the only team within the Sporting Lisbon franchise, or whatever you want to call it, that wouldn't have won the league. So the pressure's on us, even though it's out of our hands. We have it all to do. At this point, I still haven't checked who Porto are playing. I know it has been on the screen. You would have seen it maybe if you're an eagle-eyed viewer. At this point, I still haven't addressed it. It still hasn't clicked. I was too distracted looking at the other league tables. We can't vote for our own player of the season, which is a bit annoying. But that's just the way it is, isn't it? You can't really be biased to your own players. And, yeah, we're just going to get ahead to the Setúbal game. I do feel really, like, thrown off today. Like, I really need some extra sleep, but my body's just not sleeping. It's sort of up and awake now. Here are the lineups. So we can see that Porto have Forenza, which for me is pretty good because they're 7th. They're battling for Europe. They're, you know, I was kind of worried that if they had a Benfica, that the Benfica would maybe just roll over and get triumphed too easily, or Porto would maybe go too hard. I know Football Manager probably doesn't go this in depth. We are the favourites of this game. We're higher in the league and we've got a good form. 4 wins out of 5 with 1 draw. But I was pretty happy that Porto are playing Forenza because we only beat them 4-2. And which means they're capable of grabbing goals. As I said, they're fighting for Europe. They're not a low team, but they're not one of the better teams that Porto would just go out and try and smash. Here are the lineups though. Volpe, Ortega, Maras, Aidu, Aranburu, Valverde, Augusto, Sergio, Correa, Acuna, Tavares and Brass. For them, it's Arejo, Serrano, Recinho, Morea, Mane, Greco, Parejo, Cardoso, Nunez, Valdute and Bertini. Yeah, that's the lineup for them. I'm confident we can beat them. It's just whether Forenza can do the job over there. We're in our classic white and green. And yeah, it's all just to play for, really. As you can see there, Football Manager's even starred on the right-hand side. There's a white star next to the fixture because it knows that I need to know that game. They're the 2 big games. They're the only games that matter. It all comes down to this, really. Who wins the league? Of course, we still have to get the 3 points. We still have to win. Braga doing a good job to start off their sort of campaign of the day. As you see there, Porto, Mohamed El Neni's put them ahead, so Porto are winning at this point. It's over, isn't it? It's just over. But I thought it was pretty fun to come and bring you the last day of the season. El Neni, look at that, the ex-Arsenal man. I don't really rate him in real life. He went from Inter to AC Milan. That's a bit disastrous, isn't it? You don't really want to be doing that. And at this point, we're not even winning this game yet, and I'm pretty sure I'm saying I've got the nervous poos. If anyone knows what that means, that, you know, when you're really nervous, you just really need a poo. I had that right now because it's just the Football Manager hope, isn't it? I see here Forenza have equalised, but we're still not winning. Forenza are doing the job. We're not. Look at that. Awful corner, drifts out for a throw-in to Setúbal. It's 1-1. We're not even winning. We're not doing it. Parejo whips it in. Look at this. Setúbal score. I said it was action-packed. It's offside. Oh my god. Can we do it? At this point, like, literally, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if we're going to win this game. We've just conceded a chance. Porto are 2-1 up now. We're not even winning over here. Like, literally, it felt so much more exciting at the time. Like, I was like, wow. Oh, we're going to do it. 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 And then we're not going to do it. Porto are winning. We're not even winning. Valverde, Ortega, whips it in. Correa. Tavares scores. What? Are we going to do it? We're 1-0 up. We're doing our job, but Forenza aren't doing it. They're not, you know, they're losing to Porto 2-1. It's not enough. We're going to bottle it 1 point short. And, you know, Football Manager just gives you false hope. I'm here praying for a Forenza goal. I'm praying. But at the end of the day, we only have ourselves to blame. If we beat Porto, for example, we would have done it. If we... One of the 4 draws we had, or the run of 3 draws in the league, if one of those were a win, we would have done it. We'd be top of the league. So we only have ourselves to blame. Acuna. Brass picks up the loose ball. We're 2-0 up. It doesn't matter. We could score 17 goals today. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. So at this point, I'm still super nervous. I'm proper saying I need a poo. Like, the poo, mate. I was really uncomfortable. Luckily, you can't see my face cam, but I just look really uncomfortable because I'm just so nervous. The Football Manager gods, they're toying with me at this point. Obviously, I know the outcome, so it's easier for me to sit here and watch the game. 2-0 down, 2-0 up, sorry, but Porto still doing the business. Are we going to win the league title? It doesn't look likely, does it? I always bottle it. I bottle the league every year, every single year. You know, Lyon year 1, I think we lost it by 2 points. Inter Milan year 1, I lost it by I think 2-3 points as well. Lyon season 2 was a bit of a bottle job. Season 3, I think, was a bit rough as well. Or we just bottled it just about, and then I think season 4 and 5 is when we did it, or something along them lines. I always bottle the league. And at this point, you know, it's even out of my hands. I can't even do anything here. Brass, lovely ball across. Acuna's there, 3-0. Like I said, we can score as many goals as we want today. It doesn't matter because Porto are still winning and just crashing our party, really. Yeah, it doesn't matter what we do. We've got the most wins. If that's something. What a free kick that is from Parejo. It goes just over the bar. Madeira are saving themselves as well down at the bottom. You know, the updates are all kicking off. Aruca, they're currently going down, although I think they're winning there. Although they're drawing against Guimarães, 3-2. Valverde whips it across. Ortega goes to the byline. Lovely run from here. Whips it back across. Tavares is there. 17th of the season for him. He's grabbed a lot of goals. Rio Ave are just smashing Portimonense, trying to get the Champions League spot from Benfica. Porto are still winning. We're 4-0 up. Like, I should be happy. I'm not happy. It's not happening, is it? The time's just ticking away. Guimarães score. Olhanense score. It's just not going well. Madeira still saving themselves. It's just not happening, is it? The Football Manager gods just don't want it to be. At this point, I'm bringing on some players who maybe haven't played a lot this season. Jedvaj didn't really get much run out. Isaac didn't get maybe as much as he wanted. I leave Tavares on because he's chasing his hat-trick and bring on Brandt. Valverde, Acuna, I think that's offside though. Is it offside? It looks pretty offside. It is. But as you can see on the screen, Firenze have scored. It's 2-2. Firenze have scored. We're winning the league. Look, we're winning the league. Firenze have done it. Have they done it though? At this point, I need a poo so bad. I'm so nervous. Like, a Porto goal ends it for us. 10 minutes to go. I see all these goals popping up. Look at this. Portimonense score. Penafiel score. Rio Ave score. Martimo score. At this point, like, literally, I've never been so nervous. Time's ticking. Are we going to be champions? No. Are we going to be champions? Like, look at this. 90th minute. We're champions. We are Portuguese Premier League champions. A red card for Penafiel pops up. Portimonense get another goal. We're on. Like, at this point, I can't even see what's going on because I need to watch the highlight. There's 20 seconds left. Have we done it? I don't know. I keep clicking back and forth. Helton Brandt. I don't even know at this point. If our game ends, does their game end? If their game ends, like, you know, like, what? How does this work? There's the full-time whistle. Have we done it? We have. We've done it. We're Portuguese Premier League champions. We won 4-0. I just looked at the camera. My hands were in the air at the same time I was on camera. I'm still so excited now. Look at this. 4-0 win over Setúbal. But at this point, I'm kind of like, what if how did they know the Porto game ended? It says second at the top up there. I'm like, oh, we haven't done it. It says second. Look, joking. It hasn't updated. We are league champions. Firenze, my boys. They're now my favourite Portuguese side. Look at them. They qualify for Europa League, I think, and we get the league title. Boost my Hall of Fame ranking, which I will, of course, bring you next year. I'm also going to bring you on whether Lyon managed to win their league title. Of course, we saw earlier in the league that they were dominating the league. But we've done it. Year 1, we're champions of Portugal, which means in year 2, of course, if we win again, that's the Portuguese edition done. We've done it. We will have to find a new club and go somewhere else. I don't know where I'm going to go yet. I kind of want to get, as I said, the bigger nations out of the way. So like the England, Spain, but Spain's pretty tough. I don't know if I'll be able to do Spain before I go down to like Denmark. Where else is it? Croatia, Ukraine. I could do places like that. I do want to do those nations, but I don't want to ruin my reputation yet. And whilst I'm still at some of the bigger clubs, I kind of want to get them out of the way. So maybe I'm getting ahead of myself because, of course, if we lose next year, we're back at square one. So yeah, we have it all to do next year. Of course, I need to do a few signings. I don't know. We have a lot of money in the bank, 50 million. You can just see next to my webcam. You can see the beginning of the 5-0 just here. The transfer budget is currently 33 million, I think. So we have enough to get maybe a decent winger for this division. But maybe getting ahead of myself. I need to slow down. And my microphone's been muted this whole time. You can hear me there. My microphone's been muted the whole time. Can't make this stuff up. But there is the footage. It is a bit of a different one today. I know it's a post commentary opposed to... I've tried to do it like a normal commentary. Hopefully I didn't give too much away, but we've done it with champions of Portugal. If you did enjoy today's video somehow, please drop it a like down below. It helps a lot. Subscribe if you want to stay updated with this Sporting Lisbon journey. Of course, as I said, the aim of this save with every club is to find a club that had a legacy. So Sporting Lisbon in the 1950s won 5 back-to-back league titles. I sort of call that their legacy. Maybe legacy is a bit of a strong word, but that's what I call it. And then we have to take a club that hasn't won a league title for ages. You know, I'd say at least 5, 6, 7 years plus. Sporting Lisbon, a good example, haven't won one for a while. And then we try and win 2 back-to-back league titles to cement them as like the best team in Portugal, at least for that sort of period of time. We done it with Lyon at the beginning. We failed with Inter Milan, which I will return to Italy. Maybe not next, but I will return to Italy later down the line. And now Sporting Lisbon, we're off to a good start, but can we see it out? That is the aim of the save. So yeah, next year could potentially be the last year in Portugal, but there's at least one more year. So if you do want to join the Sporting Lisbon journey, hit the subscribe button down below. It's also next to my webcam, just here, like sort of where my microphone is. So hit that as well, and you'll be notified every single day when I upload a video. And as always, I'll catch you guys next time. See you later.